So, welcome back, guys. How the hell have you been doing? I've been not the best, but I'm okay. I'm really sorry about this really messed up upload schedule. I only have 2 videos and I'm already late. And I'm gonna blame that on university because I have a lot of studying to do, and I'm sorry about that. Sorry for making a lot of space as if I'm about to present something. I'm not. So Christmas coming up, it's like December 11th, and that's very close to Christmas. And what better way to celebrate Christmas? This is not gonna be my Christmas video, and I don't even know if I'm gonna have a Christmas video. But what I was planning to do originally was I was gonna talk about something that happened recently, and it's YouTube Rewind. I'm sure you guys know what that is. If you don't, YouTube organizes this thing every year around this time in December, where they just bring in a lot of creators on YouTube, like very popular ones, and they make this sort of recap video of all the events that happened this year. And it doesn't have to be an actual event, it can just be whatever, like literally whatever. Whatever this is. And I don't necessarily know why the quality has been going down a lot, but I don't want to do a sit down video like this where I'm just talking to you. So I'm gonna be standing up and making dinner as well. So I still haven't decided what I want to make for dinner, but what came to mind, or what I have, is I have spaghetti.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
I have some spaghetti sauce.
Where's the lamb sauce?
And I have a capsicum and an onion. So we're gonna try to do something with all of that. And I'm gonna be talking about what happened in the YouTube Rewind and my opinion on it. So the ingredients I'm going to be using today include this American Garden Chunky Garden Pasta Sauce. And I have some salt, I have some garlic salt, I have some chili flakes, obviously the spaghetti, I have this big red capsicum, and I have this big brown onion. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is cutting this capsicum into little pieces. While I do that, I'm going to talk about what I should probably wash this. So, what do I think about the YouTube Rewind? I'm gonna keep it very short. I'm just gonna state my opinion and then state why I feel that way. I think it was awful. The reason I think it was awful is because I just feel like YouTube's moving away from... oh my god. Guys, she was pregnant. We killed her baby. Shit. Look at her blood. So, as I was saying, what I think is really wrong with YouTube Rewind nowadays, I mean, it's been going on for a couple of years now. I just think that they don't necessarily do this anymore to show off their creators' creativity. They just do it to pander, you know? And there are a lot of examples which I've seen. I've decided that I'm only going to use half of this capsicum because it's kind of huge. And like from what I've seen in that video, it just begins in a very, well, it begins in a very silly manner with the Will Smith little clip. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Will Smith. He's a great actor and he has lovely kids. But, I mean, he started his channel very recently, and maybe it's just me, I just don't find his channel that entertaining. But I know that they did it for the celebrity points because, oh my god, we had Will Smith on our Rewind. That's gonna get us more views. I mean, in the end, whatever they thought worked out, got them the most disliked video of all time. So, there's that. I could be standing up. Okay, you can still see me. Wow, that was embarrassing. And then it just, I mean, Ninja appears driving the party bus from Fortnite, and obviously they're gonna include Fortnite because that gave them so much money this year. And well, it was a mess, definitely. I mean, come on, what are you gonna do with Fortnite? Like, there's nothing more... I mean, it's not that it's not uncreative or whatever. It's just everyone's playing the same game, you know? Like, what can you do with it besides just get people's views? And again, as I said, in the end, it all backfired because they landed with the most disliked video of all of YouTube history. And then we go to the Fortnite main island. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I'm sure it has a name. But yeah, we get there. And then we see this little campfire scene. We see Liza. And then Liza's talking about how this YouTube Rewind has to be bigger or something. And it has to be more special. And then Al Mills appears, which is one of the few scenes that I really liked. And she goes like, "Hey guys, how about we let you decide or something?" And honestly, I only liked it because it was Al Mills. Otherwise, I hated it. She's one of my favorite creators. That's very besides the point. So there's this other scene in the YouTube Rewind where I'm not sure if it comes before or after the Al Mills scene because I don't remember. I'll check and tell you guys. But Superwoman, I guess, says, "Hey, we should celebrate everyone's achievements this year," or whatever, which is supposed to be the, the motivational event, I guess, like just talk about everyone's problems and whatever and how they overcame them or something. Yeah, so Lily, Superwoman, I'm sure some of you know her. You definitely know her. I mean, she is a big YouTuber. I'm not gonna say good, I'm gonna say she is big. I mean, I don't have any direct problems with her anymore. Like, I mean, I do, but I don't want to talk about them. Maybe I'll talk about them later. If you guys want a Lily Singh / Superwoman rant, tell me. She goes, as I said, she goes on to say something like, "Oh, we should celebrate the creators or whatever and everyone who had to go through something." And then a lot of YouTubers appear, a lot of honestly unknown YouTubers, but YouTubers nonetheless, so we're celebrating them or something. I think Casper Lee pops up, talks about mental health for like maybe 4 seconds, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, if this is what you guys want to represent, 4 seconds of mental health, let's do it. Then this other YouTuber appears, Noor Stars or something, and I guess this is the cultural diversity part because she speaks in Arabic. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's not anything special. I mean, this is gonna sound rude or whatever, but you'd expect them to talk about people who have done major things this year, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm basically doing is I'm waiting until there's a color change in the veggies, because that's when I know that they are cooked in a sense. And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some condiments onto this, just so that it can absorb some flavor. And I'm going to preserve this in a little container until the pasta is ready to cook, and I'm going to add all of that into the pasta. So, apart from not showing you guys the stuff from earlier, I unfortunately lost some of my footage while I was backing it up, so it's gone with the wind now. However, I can just talk about everything I've talked about there, but what you're gonna be missing is me actually removing the vegetables from the heat, putting them in a little plate, and then boiling some water. What else? I mean, I think that's about it. That's what you missed. But unfortunately, I did talk about some things that kind of mattered. It's that the YouTubers that they did use in the Rewind, I mean, they're not necessarily important or influential to a lot of people, they chose to ignore a lot of big YouTubers, cue the Vlog Squad, cue the Shane Squad, but I think Shane just would not want to appear in YouTube Rewind. Cue PewDiePie, for example. I mean, everyone's talking about him, but there's not a single mention of him. The closest thing to a mention of him in the Rewind is Jaden Animation with the chair she's sitting on. And I mean, that was cool. That's another scene I did like, and it's that the animators got a chance to show off their animations, and I really like the animator part of YouTube. But I just, again, it was really silly. Like, they made them do the Kiki challenge, which was, it was so stupid, you know? Like, their talents should not be wasted like that, but whatever. I really, really love them all, but, like, I just didn't like how they were portrayed, I guess. And other than that, the Sister Squad, James Charles, Emma Chamberlain, and the Dolan twins, I mean, Emma Chamberlain's literally on the thumb, like, she's the main person in the thumbnail. She's right in the center, and all she gets is, like, what, collectively maybe like 7 seconds of her in a car in space. Like, really, really. So basically, I'm gonna grab enough pasta to be able to close my hand around, and I'm gonna break it in half so that it can fit into the pot. We have some trays. And now the pasta is in the boiling pot. What I'm gonna do now is remove the lid. Obviously I can't do that right now because my hands are busy and I don't have the knob thing because I forgot to screw it in. Smart me. So I'm gonna turn the heat back on. Shit, that was hot. Because I also want to be able to cook some of the sauce because it's room temperature and we don't want that, do we? Boys. Shit. Yeah, so there's not a lot of pasta. I expected way more. So I'm not going to be using that much sauce because you don't want too much sauce and then too little pasta. Maybe, I would consider this a tablespoon and a half, so 3.75 tablespoons of sauce. Okay, you know what? We're going to go for 3 tablespoons of sauce. I shouldn't swear, I'm sorry guys. So as I was saying, the video just goes on and on and on. It's a very childish video. I'm not gonna add all of this because this is a lot compared to how much sauce I have, which is barely any apparently. I meant pasta. If I said sauce, I apologize. Not that that meant anything, I don't feel like I'm explaining myself well, but you guys are gonna see this in a little bit. Now I'm gonna add some more garlic salt because you can never have too much fun, and more chili flakes. And I just wanted to say that when will YouTube start respecting its smaller creators, you know? The ones that are really bringing in people. Not the ones that, like, some channels you just feel like it's mass production, you know? Like, they produce their videos in bulk. Like, they all group up, they all have one idea, and then they all shoot it. And I just don't like that, and I feel like there's way more potential for this platform. But it's being thrown away because whatever. And finally, what I'm gonna do to this pasta, which I forgot to show you guys, is that I bought some Mexican style blend cheese. And I'm gonna just throw it in because what's pasta without cheese? Right? Okay, so how much cheese is too much cheese? Trick question, there's never too much cheese. Except for when you ask for something without cheese and you find cheese, then that's already too much cheese. That was really lame, I'm so sorry. And the reason I'm adding the cheese now is because I wanted to cook for a little bit because I want the cheese to melt. Controversial thing, I'm going to be adding just a tiny bit of ketchup because this sauce is not thick at all. And whoop. Okay, so I added like 2 squirts of ketchup. It doesn't smell that bad. Which is not a good sign, because you want it to smell good. You don't want it to smell not that bad. Taking it off the heat. And here's a plate. So, now for the plating. I mean, the most I can do is make it look okay to eat. So, as I was saying, there's not much pasta that's been produced, which is weird because I remember putting way more pasta than this. However, I don't think it matters that much right now. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna grab myself a fork and ASMR sounds for any ASMR likers. So, back in the room with my little plate of pasta. I'm about to try it for the first time. But before I do that, I want to send off this video. Is that a saying? I mean, I just want to end the video by saying that thank you guys. I mean, as silly as it is, my videos don't get that many views relative to big YouTubers, but I can't compare myself to big YouTubers because I have 26 subscribers. I want to thank you guys so much for the support that you've been showing me. I'm literally going out of your way, opening my Insta story just to find out that I uploaded a video, which you don't really care about, and then watching it. It means a lot to me. A special shout out goes to two people. I mean, considering one person, I don't feel like I have to thank him. He already knows, he supports me all the time, and like, he knows himself. But for the other two, I want to shout out, who are really special to me because I never expected this kind of support from them. A guy I met on Instagram comments called Akram, and a girl I know from school called Nadia. These two have really shown me like a type of support which I never expected to see this instantaneously. It's really nice, and special shout out to them. Special shout out to my cousin who texted me while I was making this video and interrupted the flow of this video. So she told me, hey, can I get a shout out since I interrupted your video? I was like, sure. Her name is Noor. I'm not gonna link her anything because she's still like 3 or whatever. I'm about to try this pasta, and with this first bite, it's our bite together. Thank you guys for the support, and with my reaction, we'll see how this turns out.
Got me spread like a buffet.